Hi guys, we are going to make a unicorn today because I think it's a hot favorite at the minute. It's one of our most popular birthday party makes. And obviously we can't be out there with you guys celebrating your birthdays. But this is something that you can make at home. So we are going to make this little guy here. Okay, so there he is. Isn't he cute? So a little rainbow unicorn is what we're going to make today. So I'll set him here, just back there a wee bit, and you can still see him then for reference. Okay, so we need 4 colours today. We need purple, orange, red, and some white. Now I have 2 tubs of white, one to mix with these colours to make a little pastel colour, and then some clay for the actual body and head and legs of our unicorn. Okay, so this is how much clay I'm going to use today. So if you have ordered our larger kits, you'll have received these little pots. So what I've done is I've filled this little pot to the first line. There's a couple of little lines on the side of the pot there. I have filled it to the first line. So that's how much clay I'm using today. But he's pretty big, or she, whatever you want to. So you could use less, okay? So if you would like to use less clay, that's okay. That's no problem. You can use as little or as much as you like. So we are going to get started. So first of all, we need to take our pot of white clay, take that out, and we're going to stretch and fold. And we're going to roll this into a sausage shape. And we're going to cut this up so that we have the right amount of clay for each part of our unicorn. The easiest way to do this, guys, is to cut it into 3, okay? So 1 for the body, 1 for the legs, and then 1 for the head and the ears. You might have a bit of extra for the head and the ears, so you can take that off at the end. But this might be the easiest way for you to divide up the clay. So cut it into 3. Use the little tool that you got in your kits. Cut that into 3 pieces. Okay, so take a piece of that away, a third, okay? The other 2/3 we're not going to use just yet, so let's just pop those back in our pot, and remember to keep those upside down. So roll that into a ball, guys, okay? Because we've already stretched and folded our clay, so we're just going to roll that into a ball. Now, whenever you get your ball shape, we want to make this into an egg for the body of our unicorn. So putting your high 5 hand to the side of the ball, we're going to roll forward and back until we get our egg shape, and then give it a tap on the table. Boys and girls will know about this. Tap on the table, guys, so that it sits up and doesn't fall over. That is the body of our unicorn. Okay, so we're going to move on to the legs. So we need to take our clay back out of our pot, and we have 2/3 left here. So what we're going to do is give it a wee stretch and a fold, and we're going to roll a sausage. And guys, we're going to cut that in half, okay? So we only want to use half of this clay for the legs. So take 1/2, pop it back in the pot, set it out of the way, keep it upside down, and take this piece. How many legs do we need? That's right, we need 4. So let's cut that in half. Okay. And then let's cut that in half again. And that'll give us our 4 legs. Okay, brilliant. So we have 4 pieces of clay here for the legs. Okie dokes. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a pinch of white clay off each of these. So just lift it up, take a pinch off each of them. Okay. And what we're going to do, we're going to add some purple clay to this. This is going to be for the hooves. So take your purple clay, take out a piece of clay about the size of a Malteser. About the size of a Malteser. Okay. Add that to the pinch of white that you've taken away, and stretch and fold. This wee guy has pink hooves, but we're going to do purple. So stretch and fold until all the clay mixes through. Okay, squeezing the clay will not mix that, so you need to stretch and fold. There we go. Now, we're going to roll a ball and then into a sausage shape, guys. Cut that in half, and then cut those in half again, so that you have 4 pieces of clay. So 4 pieces of purple, roll those into ball shapes, set them to one side. then you're going to roll the white into ball shapes too. The reason for that is to take out all imperfections. So you're using your high five hand here, guys. Don't forget. High five. Now, they are all in and around the same shape. This one's quite big and this one's a little bit smaller. So I'm going to take a pinch away from the bigger one, add it to the smaller one. And then we've got 4 all the same size. So whenever we've got 4 all about the same size, we're going to roll these into little sausages. And this is going to be for your legs. You want this to be about half the size of your thumb. So if you have a look at your thumb, guys, from the top to the middle, there's a little line through the middle. That's about the size that you want these to be. So hopefully you can see there, they're in and around the same length. All right, great. Now bring forward your purple. And we're going to make these into very short sausages, a bit like a Tic Tac sweet. 4 of those. Okay, and then lift up 1 between your finger and your thumb. And then give it a squeeze until it looks like a mini marshmallow. Kids love this bit. Mini marshmallow, guys, like you would have on your ice cream. Give it a squeeze. Fabulous. Okay, so 4 mini marshmallows, 4 white sausages. You're doing great. Okay, take your sausage, hold it upright, and set it on top of your mini marshmallow. And you're going to do that with all 4. 4 mini marshmallows. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Okay, so bring forward your body. All right. Now, as you can see, our little unicorn is sitting down, having a rest. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take 2 of our legs and we're going to pop those onto the 2 sides of our body. Okay, so just touch them onto the 2 sides and let them sit out a little bit. Okay, that's going to make room for the front legs. Okay, so 2 front legs, take those, just join them together nice and gently. Don't squish them. Okay, join them together nice and gently. Just set those on front of your unicorn and then let them rest back to touch the body. You can touch it slightly there, you don't need to squeeze it on. Okay, so there we go. Legs, 2 front legs, 2 side legs. Okay, that's going to help him sit up a wee bit better. Okay, so that's that. All right, so what I want you to do, take the tub with the remaining white in it. Yeah, okay, that's that. That has the 3rd. I was confusing myself there, but that's the one with the 3rd in it, okay, that we haven't used yet for the body. Okay, so what I want you to do is to take a piece of clay about the size of a Malteser, roll it into a ball. I stretch and folded there, guys, so make sure you do that too. So roll it into a ball shape, okay? And what we're going to do, we're going to take that and we're going to give it just a tiny wee squish into a disc shape. And we're going to set that on top of the body. And that's going to be our horse's neck. Okay. So I'm going to set him to the side. Yep. Beside him. I'm going to move him. Set him there. It gives me a bit of room. Okay. Right. Okay. So what's next? We need to give him a tail. Okay. So we need all 3 colours. And we need some white. Now, what I would like you to do, okay, is to take out a piece of clay about the size of a Malteser again, okay, but we need 3 of these. We need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 of those. Now, I'm not stretching and folding too much because we're going to do that when we add the colour. I'm going to take a pinch of orange and I'm going to add it to 1 piece of white. I'm going to take a pinch of red, maybe a slightly smaller pinch of red because it's quite a strong colour. And then a little bit of purple, again a pinch, and add it to the white. Okay, right, set your colours out of the way and then one by one you're going to stretch and fold and create more of a pastel tone or a lighter tone of your colours. Okay, so we need a purple. It's now lilac. Very nice. And then the red and the white makes pink. So stretch and fold until that all turns to pink. You don't want to see any white in there, guys, or any little grains of red. And then we've got our pink, and then we're going to go for this lovely lighter orange colour, like a pastel orange. Okay, so again, stretching and folding, squeezing, it doesn't mix the colours, guys. So we've got our 3 colours. All right, we're going to roll these each into ball shapes, take out any imperfections, any lines, wrinkles or creases, and then we're going to make these into little sausages. Okay, so forward and back, this bottom part of your hand again here, guys, gives you a lovely straight finish. Okay, so 3 sausages. Okay, say about the size of your pinky, about the size of your little finger. Okay, if you need to know. So purple in the middle, lighter colours either side. Just touch them together, just like this. Then we're going to turn it sideways and we're going to twist it so that it looks like, you know, those flumps you get, which are my absolute favourite, the marshmallow flumps. So that's what we want it to look like. You see that? Set it down, give it a little roll just to join the clay together. A little roll with your hand. Okay, now we need to bring forward our little dude. Okay, back. Okay, so on the end of your flump, we're going to use Peter Pointer and we're going to press down to flatten one end. Then we're going to lift the unicorn and set his bottom on top of that flattened part. The flattened part only, guys, okay? So with your pinchers, secure your little unicorn, hold them nice and safely there. Don't squeeze them, but just hold them. And then with your pinchers, we're going to push the clay towards the body and leave it pointy on the end. There's the little tail. If you want to turn that or anything, you can do that. It's totally up to you. So there's his tail on, guys, okay? He's looking good. That's his pal next to him there. Make sure they don't stick. Okay, so we've got a tail, we've got legs, we've got hooves. So I would say it's the head next. Okay, so take out your white clay that is in your tub that you've set to one side. Give it a stretch and fold. Now, what I want you to do is to take a pinch of clay away for the ears. The ears really are not very big, so you don't need a whole lot. About the size of a pea there, guys, okay? I'm going to pop that back into the tub, turn it upside down, and keep that for the ears. With this piece here, we're going to use our high 5 hand, and we're going to roll a ball. And then, just like we did at the start for the body of our unicorn, we want to make an egg shape. Okay, so high 5 hand to the side of the ball. You're going to roll forward and back on one side only until you get your egg shape. Okay, so it's slightly thinner on one side. Now we're going to need our pointy tool at this point here, guys. Okay, so what I want you to do is to lift your egg, okay, and we're going to make little holes for the eyes. So about halfway down, guys, we're going to push in and we're going to give it a wiggle to make a little hole for the eyes. Then turn the head around a little bit, push in and wiggle on the other side of the head. Okay, those wee eyes are quite close together, so maybe if you're doing it, do it a little bit wider apart. So here's this wee dude. There they are. Okay, so take out some purple clay, really 2 very small pieces of clay, guys. Okay, so I've got one piece here. I'm going to roll a sausage, cut it in half. Again, guys, the smaller the better, really, you know, because they've to fit inside these little holes that you've made on the head. Roll those into 2 little ball shapes, and if you touch and lift it on your finger, okay, and you just set it into the little hole. Okay, so there's his little eyes. Well done. Now, that's going to guide us as to where we put our nostrils, okay? So following down from the eyes, so if you follow down to the corner where it starts getting rounded on the rounded part of the egg, okay? You're going to push in, give it a wiggle, and then pull the clay up a little bit. Do the same on the other side, okay? So you push in, give it a wiggle, pull up. On the other side, go down from the other eye. Okay, and then you push in and you pull the clay up a little bit to give him 2 nostrils. 2 little nostrils there. Okay, right, happy days. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to add little ears first of all before we add the mane or the horn. So take your white clay that you have set aside, take it out, give it a stretch and a fold, roll a sausage, cut it in half, roll 2 ball shapes, and then we're going to make 2 droplets, guys, okay? So forward and back on one side to make 2 little droplets, then press down to flatten those a little bit. And if you want to add a bit of detail, guys, you can take your tool and you can just put a little line, shaky hands, a little line down the middle, okay? And then you're going to pop these on. Again, the eyes are a really good guide as to where to put these. So I'm going to pop these onto the very corner. Now remember, guys, there's a little horn to go in on the top of his head there. So you want to leave enough room between the 2 ears that you're going to get that little horn on there, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to make the horn first of all. So what we need to do is get a little bit of white clay, about the size of a Skittle sweet, okay? So take that, little pinch of orange, not too much, small pinch, add that to the white, stretch and fold. Now there's 2 ways of making this unicorn horn, okay? And I'm going to show you both. So an easier way is to make a droplet, but make it slightly longer, a bit like a carrot, okay? So whenever you've stretched and folded, roll it into a ball. And then with Peter Pointer, finger to one side, you're going to roll forward and back on one side to make it look a bit like a carrot. Okay, and then you can give that a tap on the table, keep the point up, give it a tap on the table, and then add it to the head. Or the other way of doing it, okay, is to use the flat of your hand and roll a long thin sausage. A long thin sausage, guys, okay, and then we're going to curl this around almost like the top of an ice cream cone. Okay, so we're going to hold it at one end, try and show you as best I can here. Okay, so hold it at one end, and then with your hand you're going to just start twisting that clay around in circles, just like it would look like the top of an ice cream cone. Okay, see that? Okay, and then turn it on its side, and with the side of your hand just give it a wee roll, not too much because you don't want to lose those lines, because that's your detail, isn't it? Okay, so take the little horn and pop it on to the top of your unicorn head. There he is. He's looking good. Now, if you have glitter, because I know our larger tubs or our larger packs, as they are at the minute, come with a little tube or a little tub of glitter. Okay, so before you put your horn on, then what you could do is put a little bit of glitter inside your pot, just a small amount. I know we all love the glitter, you know, but mums, when they're hoovering, don't particularly love the glitter. Okay, so a tiny little bit of glitter in the pot, and then take your horn, drop it in, give it a wee shake, and it'll be a lovely sparkly horn. So you could put that on, okay? So there we go. That's the head. So what we're going to do, we're going to attach the head to the body, and then we're going to make the mane, and the mane will then help hold the head onto the body. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our little unicorn, okay? And I'm just going to push back the neck a little bit to make a little bit of room for him, for his head. All right. So just going to pop his wee head on there, just like this, okay, just like that. Now, so you might find that the head will fall forward a little bit, okay, so this is why the mane is going to really help that. I'm going to twist his head to the side a little bit because, you know, it doesn't always have to be looking directly forward, so you can have him looking to the side a wee bit. Curious? There he is. Okay, so the mane is the exact same as the tail, only smaller amounts, okay? A lot smaller amounts. So guys, 3 pinches, just a pinch, 3 pinches of white, okay? And I'll stretch and fold whenever I add the clay. A teeny tiny little pinch of orange, tiny little pinch of purple, and a tiny little pinch of red, and that's going to give us our 3 colors. So we're going to make this the flump, what looks like a marshmallow flump. We're going to do that same thing again, okay? Only smaller amount, okay? Just keep an eye on him. If his wee head's fallen, just lift it back up again there. And as I said, whenever we make this mane, that's going to hold that wee head in the right place for you. Okay, so now, so we've got our 3 colours. And just as we did before, we're going to roll a ball and then a sausage shape. Okay, the last time we rolled them so that they were about the same size as your little finger. So this time, in and around the size of your thumb or slightly shorter. Okay, so there's our 3 colours. We're going to pop those side by side. Okay, so side by side, there we go, and twist. And it's just going to be a thinner flump this time. So twist, twist, twist till you get your flump shape. Set it down, give it a very gentle roll just to join the clay together. Okay, so what we're going to do now, guys, before we pop this on, is on the end of this sausage. Yep, wrong way. Okay, on the end of this sausage here, guys, we're going to use our tool and we're going to cut it in half, but only on the end. So I'll do this and then let you see. So cut down the middle. So, oh, join together again. Hold on. Right. Okay. So there we go. You see this? Like a snake's tongue. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do, bring your little guy forward, turn him to the back. Okay. And you're going to put these little prongs or these 2 little bits that we've created at the top here, either side of the horn. Okay. So I'm going to do that. So either side, very gently, either side of the horn. And then on the back here, okay, I'm going to use my pinchers again. And do you know how we push the tail towards his body? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to use this and push this onto the back of the head, right down the back of the neck there. And then you can use your pinchers to pinch it and make it look a bit more like a mane. Okay, and that is going to hold your head on a bit better for you. If you want to use more clay and have a big mane, that's up to you. You can do that, okay? But that is going to hold that little head in place there. And there he is. Isn't he just lovely? Okay, so 2 wee pals, one in pink, shaky hand, 1 in pink, 1 in purple. That's him. Brilliant. Well done, guys.